in, tap in. It's gonna be one of my shorter videos, but I hope it gives you some good content, some good feedback, and I hope in some way that it does indeed bless you. And let's see. So I'm recording this live as I just finished my workout at the gym, so headed back to get started on my day. So, by the way, for everybody who wants to be in the free live Zoom training coming up Thursday night, just simply type Zoom in the comments and you'll get a free invite to my free live training where I'm going to teach you what I do, which is to use your smartphone, your cell phone. All right, so it uses you. I'm going to teach you how to use it to make money, to change your life. So if I could teach you how to make an extra $5,000 a month from your phone, would that work for you? And if the answer is yes, just go ahead and type Zoom in the comments before you even finish this video. All right, so here we go. So I am kind of nerdy, if you don't know that about me. And so I do research. I do a lot of research. And so the research that I was recently doing is, hey, what's the median price of a good home today? We're not talking about just an average home. What's the median price of a good home? One that you're like, oh, you know what? I like coming home to this house. I feel good about it. I like my home and my family likes it. We're good here. If we don't buy another house, we're good. That kind of, feeling. And that house is about $350,000 today. Now that house was about $250 maybe a couple years ago. So it's about $350. I know the houses in my neighborhood, the average house is like $517 in my neighborhood. And the reason I know this is because they send out information about the houses in the mail to all of the community. And so I got it. They let you know which houses are selling, what's for sale, stuff like that, and the average home price in the neighborhood, which is I think it's like $517. So we'll just say $500, which is a lot of damn money to spend on a house. And I call that gone money, right? Because when you buy a house, that money's gone. You can't do anything with that money. So I know I'm going to get a lot of negative feedback, and I know everybody don't think. Listen, that's why this channel is called Minority Mindset, because I know in thinking the way that I think, I'm the minority, and I'm okay with that. You know why? Because the majority, 80%, are in struggle life financially today. Is what it is. The majority of people are struggling financially and still want to figure out a way. They don't want to figure out a way to make more money. They want to figure out a way to buy houses. 80% of America makes less, because in order to get a $350,000 house right now, you have to make about $90,000 a year. $90,000. That's why when you see all these videos about, hey, invest to get rich, all fluff. They are lying to you. The average person don't make enough money to invest consistently into a market. All lies. They won't tell you, but I will, because I don't have anything to gain. I'm not telling you stock market's a bad thing. I'm just telling you, when they tell you you can invest $100 a month, $200, $300, $500 a month, they're lying to you. You can invest it, but it's not going to make you rich. It's not going to set you financially free. You might have to do that for 30, 40 years, that little amount, and reinvest it. So all the money that you could be utilizing, because you got to sell the stocks to get your cash, right? So all the money you could be utilizing is tied up in the stock market. That's why I be telling y'all, and I know that ain't proper grammar, but I'm a Louisiana boy, so I be telling y'all that the stock market is one of the biggest get rich quick schemes that's ever been posed on people. And if you're the one buying the stocks, good luck to you. I'm not telling you don't own stocks. I'm just telling you, better know what you're doing. Stock market can be tricky. So the other thing is this. So the other thing is this. For a lot of you, you are so focused on being homeowners, like that validates you. I'm not against owning a house. I just know that most of you are trying to buy a house with your paycheck. And if you do it that way, that's going to leave you in struggle life, struggle lane, the fast lane to poverty. Because I live in a neighborhood with some people who have really good money, I think. But I also have friends back here who are telling me that they are check to check in a house that has buku equity. Buku equity. That mean a lot. And that mean a stupid lot, right? And they won't sell their houses. They'll tell me where I'm gonna go and get like a refi or get a borrow from the home, borrow from the equity. Why? You're already struggling. You're just gonna go get a loan, own a loan. That only makes the bank rich. It makes you poorer because now you still have a 30-year mortgage, but now you got that 30-year mortgage for another 5 years worth of payments. How stupid! What are you gonna do with the money? Well, I'm gonna add a porch, add a room, put a pool. What? How stupid? What are we doing? Nobody taught us about finances, and it shows. Whereas if you were saying, hey, I'm gonna take that money, go get a rental house, go start a business. Okay, all right, that makes sense. Now you got something you can use the money to make money to help you, right? But if you just get the money and spend the money and burn through the money, what the hell? So people are in a hurry to buy homes, like homes validate you. To me, that's stupid. I'm not gonna buy another house until I build my dream house, and I'm not going to build my dream house until I have consistent cash flow from an asset where I don't have to take my behind to work every day just to pay a mortgage for 30 years. That's stupid. You're not a homeowner, you're a loan owner. You got that loan for 30 years. You better lock in. Well, I don't like that job. It doesn't like you, but you want that house, right? Then you better go to work. Somebody better go to work. To me, that's prison. To me, that's purgatory. To me, that is not how I want to live, and I don't advise you to live. So I'm here to wake people up. Listen, before you even hop in my comments, understand this for most of you, because I know you're going to hop in and say, I bought my house in 20 whatever, and then my house has all this equity. Equity is useless. Equity means nothing if you don't sell the house. Nothing. That's like owning a bunch of stock or somebody owing you $1 million who never pay you. That makes no sense whatsoever. You take equity out, now you just extend your loan. Unless you're using the equity to invest and make money, what the hell are we talking about? You're just sitting on dead money. It may as well be in the bank. So that argument, you can go with that. Equity does nothing. Equity's not real until you sell the house. That's the only way you fully take advantage of equity. Unless, of course, like I said, you take the equity out, you put it into some type of investment, or you start a business, and then you use the equity to make yourself money. And you better make it quickly because the loan's going to be due, your loan's going to get bigger and be due very quickly, right? And that's the risk. So again, you don't have to be in a hurry to buy houses. Houses put you into the struggle lane if you can't afford it. I have friends back here who are check to check, won't sell their houses because they've been programmed and conditioned to not sell your house. I sold my house quickly. Bye. Gone. Told my family we'll be back. We'll build a beautiful, amazing dream home. And so, because our goal is not to be homeowners, it's to be financially free. I guess the real question is, what is your goal? If you want to be a homeowner, fine, go buy a home, right? If your goal is financial freedom, then don't buy the home. Use the money to make money first, and then go back and buy the home. Because I got news for you. Because people say, well, Shon, you're a home hater, you're against homes. I have friends who are realtors. They know how I feel. Uh, if you want to buy a home with your paycheck, that's a dead end. If you buy a house with your paycheck, you got to go to work 30 years. But if you buy the house with cash flow from an asset, which is just something that makes you money, because I take for granted that people know what cash flow is, and I've taken for granted that people know what an asset is. And I apologize, I didn't always know this either. But an asset is something that makes you money. A liability is something that takes you money. Yes, bad grammar, good teaching. I wrote it that way in my book, Ready, Set, Wealth. If you want to get a copy of the book, just write book in the comments. But that's how I talk about an asset or a liability. And if you want to learn how to buy a house, you must use cash flow from an asset. That way, whenever your note is due or whenever your mortgage is due, you don't have to worry about going to work. Your business or your investment can pay your mortgage. So when me and my family buy our next dream house or build it, we're probably going to build it because we've been looking at some land here in Dallas. When we build our dream house, then that simply means that our asset, whatever our businesses are, because we have a few, they're going to be making enough money for us to build a house, buy the land, build a house. We can do everything through the business, right? And for some of you that are going, hey, I don't know how to start a business. I don't know what to do. Listen, you don't have to be a millionaire for a business to pay off a house. You can start, like I do, a middleman business on your phone, make 5 grand a month, and that can buy your house. Your house ain't going to be 5 grand a month, but it'll buy your house, buy your car too. It's the lesson that is what I'm trying to teach you. So, in the grand scheme of things, and again, just to address the people that's going to jump on here and be like, hey, this guy doesn't know what he's talking about. I bought a house in 2010, 2012. Listen, everything I'm telling you is from pretty much 2020 and on. If you bought a house before 2020, you're good. You bought a house at the right time, you can sell it and make some money. But for everyone who's looking to buy a house now, you're the ones I'm talking to. Not for people that bought a house 10, 15 years ago. Of course, you made money on yours, but I mean, did you? If you don't sell it, you don't get to realize that gain, right? But or that return. But uh, if you want to buy a house now, I'm just telling you, pump your brakes, get cash flow. Let the cash flow pay for the house. I hope this helped you. I hope this bless you. If you don't agree, drop it in the comments. If you agree, hit thumbs up and hit subscribe. Welcome to the channel. And I'd love to hear some feedback. What are you guys' opinion about what I said, or what do you think about the housing market? And let me know. See you guys in the next video. Peace.